Welcome back, everybody. I hope everybody's having themselves a great day, night, or whatever time you are watching this. Now, in this video right here, I'm doing something a little different. I'm going to be talking about, because I have heard through the grapevine that some talk about Jaguar and how there was some hints and everything, or Easter eggs about Jaguar and Godzilla X Kong. So, I actually have had this thought before come across my head, through my mind a couple of times about Jaguar coming to the MonsterVerse before all this. And that is because they are doing stuff with the monsters or titans from different legends or myths and everything else, like with their names or like where they're from and everything else. So, if you do not know this, and a lot of y'all might know this already, but some of y'all might not, but there is actually a robot that is actually in Greek myths, a giant robot, sorry, that could actually help Jaguar be in the movies or in the MonsterVerse in general if done right. Now, I'm going to give y'all a moment for if y'all don't know about who I'm talking about to look it up and then come back. But for the ones that do know and everything that are still here, go get a drink, snack, or whatever to help pass the time through the video. And hopefully everybody's caught up on who I'm talking about. And hopefully I said his name right. I am talking about Talos, the bronze giant. That there are two different I think two different stories have it him being built by two different people. I know Hephaestus built it, the blacksmith of the gods. I know that there was some talk about stories about him doing it, and then there was someone else. I do not remember who else could have done it, but either way, let's go on and look at some photos right here that I pulled up. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for pulling these up. But right here we have this photo right here of Talos standing over a boat. Now this is from the film Jason and the Argonauts. Hopefully I said that right. But right here is just a gold. The photo's like goldish, but you can see like his size and everything. That Talos is a, like they said, bronze giant. But the only weakness he has is that he runs on steam. Now you're trying to think, how does this work? I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. We're just going to look at some photos and everything else for a few minutes that I found. But we do see he has a sword and some other stuff. But we're going to move on to the next photo. Now, this is someone's art piece, and hopefully I do not get in trouble for this being on here. I don't really pull up photos and stuff on here that much. But we can see whoever made this made Talos into Titan size. Because right here we see this boat. Right down here. And right here might be people or just rocks or something. But at first I thought these right here were people until I realized the boat. And when I realized, okay, the boat's here, so he is, in this picture right here, Titan size. Now we're going to talk about this photo right here. It's showing that he is still, like, because of like how the shots are taken in the film of this movie, you got the people right here, and we got Talos here. And we got this mountain showing that he's much larger. But in the other shots, he's actually smaller, standing on top of like a temple or something. He's standing on something at first, and then he starts moving. But like I said earlier, he has a weakness. It's like the back of the heel. One of them cuts it, and hot steam comes out because he's run on steam. And I'm going to talk about how they can fit, everything will be okay, everybody. I will get into how they can fix this and work it with the MonsterVerse here in a second. We're building up the tension now. or not. I don't know. I don't know how y'all are taking it and everything, but this is how I would actually think of them doing it, and I'll talk about here in a second. We're just looking at photos and getting our minds thinking right now, because we are talking about Jet Jaguar, and talking about that. Here's the next photo. I actually pulled up a Jet Jaguar photo right here, so we can look at the comparisons between them, but that was not a comparison. Actually, there's another one, but right here, now y'all probably have seen this Talos before, and this is the one from Netflix's series Blood of Zeus. I just got done. Well, I've been done watching season 2 and everything. I should rephrase that. Hang on. Sorry about that. But in that show, people are actually able to go into his eye, and when he's holding the main character, for some reason, not Helios, Heron, I think his name was. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names sometimes. But when we see him holding him in his hand and everybody sliding into his eye, we know this guy is Titan size or in that range. Now, when we look at this, look at the outfit, right? Now, let's go back to right here. We have, you know what? Wait a minute. We're just going to, well, we can still keep that. Let's look at this real quick. Look at the leggings or the outfit right here, how that's put. Look right here. We could do this. Red, yellow, red. Go back right here. Red, yellow, red. Right here could be yellow for the shoulder pads. This guy does not have elbow protection, but he does have knee spots right here that's are like right here. Then you got the shoes that they wear. Got like the sandal look. Guess what? Talos right here, guys, toes showing and sandal look. Now the thing is, I'm going to talk about this other issue, and that is where Jet Jaguar and Talos can kind of mix. Let's say, because Talos was built to protect a city or something. Let's think about this in the MonsterVerse. What is one thing that everybody needs protection from, or what they would use something like this to fight off? Now, in the stories and everything, or myths, he was made to throw boulders at ships. In the MonsterVerse, he could be made to tear off other Titans from coming to the city and everything else, like throw boulders at them or fight them off. We don't know, but that is a good idea that they could do, and they could find him and like let's say like a lair like how Godzilla had before they nuked it to get him more powerful to fight King Ghidorah. That was an underwater or a city that fell. Talos' city could have fell. Sorry, I'm getting my words all mixed up. I apologize, but he could have his whole city sunk and everything too, and they could find him, and then find out some like most of his parts and everything are still working because he in this part he is running still on Steam or whatever they had and in this I'm trying to get the word right, but this city or I know it's a different word for it. I'm trying to get it and it's just not coming to me. I apologize. But for this city's resources could have something else that's making Talos's joints and everything still able to function. So Marnar could actually take Talos's body back somewhere and like suit it up, like upgrade him and everything else from looking like this to looking like almost like this, but a little bit different. How about a hybrid between this look and how Jet Jaguar looks. Now you're trying. Now we gotta figure out. Okay, so they got that and everything else. Now we gotta talk about a pilot. And yes, I do agree with everybody else that has talked about someone piloting Jet Jaguar if he does. They do this, and that is Tracker. Tracker would be perfect for this. And you could just imagine having the music and everything. Somehow he decides to throw speakers and everything in there. I'm so sorry. It's just most times when he was moving the tube, bringing in the I forgot how to say the name, but the bird like creatures came in at the end. He had music playing. Music was playing with Brain Kong the gauntlet or the glove or whatever you want to call it. That is something that I could see happening. You see this showing up to help Godzilla or Kong, and you got the music blasted at the beginning of the fight, then it turns off. That would be something to see. But yes, that is what I would do, and they don't have to build a whole nother robot like they did with Mecha Godzilla. They could still keep with the legend and everything else. They could say somebody in the city built it or something, or have like Kong has on Skull Island or in Hollow Earth they have those hieroglyphics or cave work or whatever showing Kong's species was helpful until they turned evil and all that stuff. They could have that for Talos, showing that he fought off different Titans and everything else. So that is how they could do Jet Jaguar, and would be the kind of the best way to do it. Instead, oh, we're just gonna make. We already made a giant glove for Kong. Now we're just gonna make a giant robot. Why not find a robot, put it, give it better upgrades, but also you could also do where with it, because back then they probably didn't have a pilot. It kind of ran on its own. Somehow they probably did find a way to do that if you go a different route like that. Then you could have like, okay, not Hunter, Tracker and Talos having like a bond type thing going on. Now we're starting to get back out there into the now I forgot what it was. I'm so sorry. It's early on me and everything else. I'm trying to get this out today. But but yeah, the have like a bond like thing go on if they want to do that as well, because it's like you could say the energy that they use kind of powered Talos and everything and kind of gave it its own life, or upgrade the from using steam to actually using power and then just have a pilot being Tracker could work as well. But that's how I would do Jet Jaguar. The shrinking part, probably the growing and shrinking probably not being used, because I don't know no metal or anything that can stretch and do all that could go into this, even everything else. But they probably wouldn't need that and everything. But either way, if they wanted to throw that into, throw it in there. But this, I have talked too long on this. I am so sorry and everything else. But yes, this is just how I would throw Jet Jaguar into the MonsterVerse. Have a Talos being the calluses, not calluses, the cocoon or whatever you want to call it for Jet Jaguar to actually be in the MonsterVerse. And so I'm going to go on end the video here, and I hope to see everybody next time.